Hello, Bear Creek Cubs. It's me, your fabulous art teacher, Ms. O'Connell. Well, we are going to make a tile that will be permanently installed here at Bear Creek. You can think of these words as you decide what to put on it. You can put your name on it. You can put a phrase, ideas. Obviously, it just needs to be school appropriate because it's going to be at school. So you decide what you want to put on it. It needs to have some sort of design as well. So I'll show you how to get started. So it's probably wrapped up. You should save this. You can always pause. If you want to take a break, just wrap it back up just like you saw this. Any kind of saran wrap works. This is the cling wrap. Okay, so I have some actual tools, so I probably gave you guys something that looks like this, and a sponge, but you may have a scraper of some sort that you can use, or just things that you can use to make little designs and stuff. So anything that you have can be used for that. Just use your imagination. So one side is gonna have a little bit of a rough texture. The other one's gonna be a little bit smoother. The bottom side does not have to be smoothed out, but the top side does. So this works good for that. You can also use your fingers. You don't want to apply very much pressure. You don't want to thin this out. So that's the main thing you want to think about as you work with it, is keep at least half of the thickness throughout the tile. If it gets thinner than that at any point, it very likely will crack or break. So try not to apply any more pressure than you need to accomplish whatever you're trying to do. So this works really well. You can go in just different directions. See how it smooths it right out like that. Some people put a little bit of water on it, make it a little bit damp. You don't want to get this clay too wet though. And it works fine dry like this. It really smooths it out nicely. You want to make sure it stays about the same size too. If you put too much pressure on it, it's gonna lose its shape. So it needs to be about the same size and square when you're done as well. Really spend a ton of time doing this detail work. Now this corner lost a little bit of its 90 degrees. Okay, just made up that word. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about all the edges right now. At the end, I can go back and make sure that that is all smooth. I'm just gonna generally smooth it out because I did not do this. I did not smooth out the edges for you, so you will have to do that. Okay. Now, you can also use a pencil if you want to write something on there. So I think I'll put courage. And when you do this, you'll get these little pieces coming up, and you just have to pull them up. sort of sketched it out. You want it to be not too shallow, but not too deep. So I would go down about that far, you know, maybe a 1/16 of an inch or so. And you can spend a lot of time with the details. Smoothing out the little edges. Just take your time. Okay. Then you could put your name, your first name, your initials if you like, whatever you want on there. And you'll want to put some sort of border on it. If you have something like this that you can press into it. Sort of look around, and if you're at home, look around and see if you can find something to make a pattern. This one happens to be really easy because it's even the right size. But you can use any sort of, anything that's going to leave a mark and just make a pattern around the outside with it. Whatever you use, you'll probably have to wipe it off once in a while. Looks pretty good. You can make a design like flowers, like a flower. Or whatever you like. I'm sure that you guys are going to think of a lot of really interesting things. That's up to you. Make a little picture, something that reminds you of the year, that's up to you. But when you're done, just make sure that it's still a square, and that the edges are fairly smooth. And that's it. Oh, I forgot one thing. So on the back, you're going to put T for teal, B for blue, Y for yellow, and those are the three colors. So yellow, teal, or blue, and those would be the main colors. So whichever color you want yours to be, just put that letter on the back really lightly, and that's the color that it will be. All right. Bye, Cubs.